Welcome to USA Trending Update. I am Papu, and today we bring you a deeply moving story from the world of international sports. A moment that transcended medals, scorelines, and national anthems, capturing the raw human emotion behind elite competition. This is the story of Alex Eala, a young tennis star whose journey at the Southeast Asian Games reached a powerful crescendo with a singles gold medal and an unforgettable embrace with her parents that resonated far beyond the stadium walls. As the final point was played and the match came to an end, the scoreboard told one story, but the scene that followed told another. Alex Eala stood at the center of the court, her chest rising and falling, eyes glistening as the weight of the moment finally settled in. The gold medal was secured, the national colors were raised, and history had been written. Yet it was not the medal itself that defined the moment. It was what came next. In the stands, her parents rose almost instinctively, no longer spectators, but witnesses to the culmination of years of sacrifice, discipline, and belief. When Alex made her way off the court, racket still in hand, the distance between athlete and family seemed to collapse in an instant. The embrace they shared was not staged, not rehearsed, and not meant for cameras, but it became one of the most talked about images of the SEA Games, a moment that encapsulated the emotional heart of sport. Alex Eala's gold medal run had already captured attention across the region. Entering the SEA game singles competition, she carried both expectation and pressure. As one of the most recognizable young names in Southeast Asian tennis, her presence alone elevated interest in the tournament. Match after match, she demonstrated composure beyond her years, blending aggressive baseline play with strategic patience, adapting to opponents with a maturity that reflected years of international exposure. But behind every forehand winner and every crucial break point saved was a personal story still unfolding. Alex's journey into tennis began long before international titles and television coverage. From early mornings on practice courts to long hours traveling for junior tournaments, her development was shaped as much by family support as by coaching expertise. Her parents were not just supporters in the stands. They were partners in a dream that demanded constant commitment. Throughout the tournament, cameras occasionally caught glimpses of them watching intently, hands clasped, eyes fixed on every rally. They experienced the same emotional swings as any devoted parents would, celebrating winners silently, wincing at unforced errors and holding their breath during deuce games that felt endless. Their presence was steady, grounding, and unmistakably proud. The final match itself was a test of resolve. The opponent pushed Alex to dig deep, forcing long rallies and testing her mental endurance. There were moments when momentum seemed uncertain, when a missed opportunity or a tight call could have shifted the match's direction. Yet, Alex responded not with panic, but with focus. She reset between points, trusted her training, and leaned into the confidence built over years of competition on the global stage. As the final set unfolded, the atmosphere inside the venue grew increasingly intense. Fans waved flags, cheered, loudly and followed every exchange with rapt attention. The significance of the moment was not lost on anyone present. ASA Games singles gold is more than just a medal. It represents regional dominance, national pride, and a milestone that carries lasting legacy. When the final point was won, Alex paused briefly, almost as if to confirm that it was real. Then came the release. Her shoulders relaxed, her expression softened, and the emotions she had carefully contained throughout the match surged forward. She acknowledged her opponent with respect, waved to the crowd, and then scanned the stands, searching for familiar faces. What followed was the moment that would define the day. As Alex reached her parents, the formality of competition dissolved. She stepped into their arms, and the three of them held on tightly, sharing tears, smiles, and whispered words that cameras could not hear but everyone could feel. It was a reminder that behind every elite athlete is a network of love and sacrifice that rarely makes headlines but is essential to every success. For many viewers watching from home, the scene struck a powerful chord. Social media quickly filled with messages praising not only Alex's achievement, but the authenticity of the moment. Fans described feeling moved, inspired, and reminded of the role family plays in nurturing dreams. The image of the embrace became a symbol of perseverance rewarded and support vindicated. In interviews following the match, Alex spoke candidly about what the gold medal meant to her. She acknowledged the pressure she felt entering the tournament and the responsibility of representing her country on such a significant stage. But she returned again and again to the importance of her parents, crediting them for believing in her even during periods of doubt and difficulty. She spoke about the early years when progress was not always linear and success was not guaranteed. There were losses that hurt deeply, injuries that tested patience, and moments when balancing education, training, and personal life felt overwhelming. Through it all, her parents remained constant, offering encouragement when results fell short and celebrating effort as much as outcome. The SCA Games marked a turning point, not just in terms of accolades, but in personal validation. For Alex, it represented proof that the sacrifices made by her family were meaningful, that the long hours and difficult choices had led to something tangible and lasting. The embrace with her parents was in many ways a shared victory, one earned collectively over many years. From a broader perspective, Alex's success carries significance beyond her individual story. As one of the region's most prominent tennis figures, her achievements help elevate the sport's profile across Southeast Asia. Young players watching her performance now have a concrete example of what is possible, a reminder that world-class success can emerge from the region with the right combination of talent, support, and opportunity. Coaches and analysts have pointed to her SEA Games performance as evidence of her growing maturity as a competitor. Her ability to manage high-pressure situations, adjust tactics mid-match, and maintain composure under intense scrutiny reflects a player evolving toward the next phase of her career. The gold medal adds another layer of credibility to her resume and reinforces her status as a leader within the sport. Yet, even as discussions turn toward rankings, future tournaments, and long-term potential, the image that lingers most strongly is that moment of family connection. In a sporting landscape often dominated by statistics and narratives of rivalry, the simplicity of that embrace cut through the noise. It reminded audiences that at its core, sport is a human endeavor driven by emotion, relationship, and shared experience. The reaction from fans across different countries underscored this point. Messages poured in from viewers who saw reflections of their own journeys in Alex's story. Parents wrote about supporting their children's dreams. Young athletes shared how the moment motivated them to keep working, and longtime sports fans expressed appreciation for a reminder of why they fell in love with competition in the first place. For Alex's parents, the moment was equally profound. While they have largely stayed out of the spotlight, their presence at the SEA Games spoke volumes. Their pride was visible not only in the embrace, but in the quiet way they watched their daughter throughout the tournament. It was the pride of people who understood the full scope of what the achievement represented far beyond the medal ceremony. As the celebration continued and official photographs were taken, Alex remained grounded, often glancing back toward her parents, sharing smiles and brief exchanges that suggested an unspoken understanding. The gold medal would be displayed, the anthem would be played, and the headlines would follow, but the essence of the day was already secured in that shared moment. In the days following the SEA Games final, analysis of Alex's performance continued, with experts breaking down her technical improvements and mental growth. Discussions about her future schedule and goals emerged, pointing toward higher-level competitions and new challenges ahead. Yet, Alex herself maintained a reflective tone, emphasizing gratitude and perspective. She spoke about how moments like the embrace with her parents help her stay connected to her purpose. In a career that often requires constant travel and adaptation, those connections provide stability and motivation. They remind her why she started playing tennis and who she plays for, not just in terms of national representation, but personal meaning. The story also sparked conversations about the role of family in athlete development. Coaches and sports psychologists highlighted how strong support systems can contribute to resilience, confidence, and long-term success. Alex's journey became a case study in how emotional grounding can coexist with high-performance ambition. As the SEA Games drew to a close, the memory of that final match and its aftermath remained one of the event's defining images. Among countless competitions and medal ceremonies, it stood out for its authenticity. It was not just about winning, but about sharing victory with those who helped make it possible. For Trending Now USA viewers, this story serves as a reminder that even at the highest levels of sport, the most powerful moments often occur off the scoreboard. They happen in embraces, in tears, and in quiet acknowledgments of shared effort and belief. Alex Eala's SEA Games singles gold will be remembered for its significance, but the emotional embrace with her parents will endure as its heart. As Alex looks ahead to the next chapters of her career, she carries with her not only a gold medal but a reaffirmed sense of connection and purpose. The path forward will bring new challenges, expectations, and opportunities, but the foundation remains strong, built on family, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to growth. This moment at the SEA Games will be revisited in highlight reels and retrospectives, but its true value lies in what it represents. It is a story of perseverance rewarded, of dreams pursued collectively, and of the simple, powerful truth that behind every champion is a story of love and support. That makes victory meaningful. Thank you for joining us on Trending Now USA. I am Bella, and this has been the story of Alex Eala's emotional embrace with her parents following a historic SEA game. Singles gold. A moment that reminded us all why sports matter.